friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I want to look at some of the new droid stuff. Now, yesterday in my live stream, we went over the new B1 rework, or the new B1. It looks awesome. Very excited about it. And we went over the B2 rework, but we are still missing a few other key components that the Droideka, General Grevious, and the Magnaguard. Now, obviously, General Grevious and the Magnaguard are getting a rework, not officially, new tunes, but it is highly speculated that what we're going to be seeing is some very, very awesome things. Now, in this video, what I want to do, I want to specifically talk about a conversation that I had with one of my friends on Discord, and this is the benefit of joining me on Discord. And he put forth some really cool ideas, some really cool mechanics that he would like to specifically see added to Grievous and a few to the Magnaguard. Now, Droideka is an entirely different beast. I'm very excited to get Droideka, guys. Like, I'm really stoked. Droideka is coming on a marquee event from the 21st to the 23rd. Grievous and the Magnaguard should be reworked on the 20th. Now, guys, I'm super stoked about this. I'm very, very freaking excited. I am worried that I'm going to be spending a lot of time and energy and crystals on the B1 battle droid. And over the next couple of days, I am going to do everything that I can to freaking rock in the arena because I need extra crystals. I do. And I want to get the B1. He looks awesome. He looks freaking amazing. But right now, let's just jump into Grievous. And what's interesting here is we do have a little bit of a view of what he's going to look like. Now, we see this opening shot, right? It's Magnaguard takes a shot. Okay, that looks like his special ability, or quite possibly will be his special ability. I don't think it's his basic because of what happens next. Grievous, on all fours, crawls over and murders a Jedi. Now, this to me looks like an assist. He's not attacking the same character, but maybe one of the things that the Magnaguard does is on a specific attack, he calls in Grievous to attack a Jedi. Or maybe that's one of Grievous's uniques. I don't know, but that to me just seems more like an assist than an actual basic attack. I don't know. Just seems. I mean, you guys see the footage. What do you think? Now, as part of my conversation with Crosshair one of the things that he talked about, and I think that this would really be kind of cool and would make Grievous ridiculous. He shared Hermit Yoda's unique ability that when there are no other allied, it's in exile, right? It says Yoda gains stealth for 2 turns. At the start of each turn, it gets 100% evasion while stealth. When there are no other allied combatants, Yoda escapes from the battle. I've thought about this, and I was like, why would Grievous need stealth? That doesn't make a ton of sense. But as we talked about it, he said, no, it's not the stealth part. It's the leaving the battle part if there's no other combatants. I think that's kind of a cool idea. Because we have that with 2 characters now. We have one with C-3PO and one with Yoda. And I think definitely as a unique, Grievous fled. I mean, there's a whole freaking chase scene of Grievous running away from Obi-Wan Kenobi, which, makes sense. But I'm interested in seeing that because it would be an attacking character who would leave if there's no other allies. Now, that would be both good and bad if this is like an super OP, meta character, and he left. I think potentially, depending on the team he'd be going up against, he might have the ability to actually, survive and take out the rest of the team. I mean, we've seen that with certain meta-defining characters. So if there were no other allies and he was forced to leave, it would kind of defeat the purpose. But it would still be a really cool thing in other areas of the game. So outside of Arena, outside of, Grand Arena, I think it'd be beneficial. But in Arena, I think it pissed a lot of people off. And I'm thinking that he's going to be an Arena viable character. He might not, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm definitely excited to see it. Now, another thing too is he showed me Sabine Wren's Dark Saber Strike. Now, this is her first special ability. It reads deal physical damage to enemy and inflict armor shred for the rest of the battle. The idea that Grievous could inflict armor shred would be awesome. I mean, just really freaking cool. Because Grievous is a powerful character. Grievous was, I mean, I don't want to say that he was a great lightsaber duelist, because I don't think that he was. He had 4 arms, and he fought with all 4 of them, and he was a cyborg, and you know, you're fighting a computer with 4 arms and lightsabers. You're gonna, even if you have the Force, that's gonna be tough. It really will be. And so I don't know if he was like the best duelist, although, but giving him an ability like armor shred would be really freaking cool, because that would make it a lot easier for a Separatist team to destroy tanky teams. It would increase the viability in a number of different areas of the game. It would make, I mean, a Grievous raid team just awesome. And I'm really curious to see what this Grievous is going to look like in the raid. Now, the last thing that he showed me was Bistan's Frenzy. Now, this was a really cool ability. This is a special ability. Now, Bistan's ability, Frenzy, Bistan gains Frenzy for 4 turns, and all of it allies gain 20% turn meter. Frenzy, whenever any other uses a special ability, this unit gains 100% turn meter. With the current turn meter gain that we're already seeing with B2 and the B1 battle units, this would be awesome and crazy, and it would make any Grievous team or any Separatist team kind of like an Ewok team on meth, but droids. And it's nuts to think how fast that would potentially go. Now, I do think those 3 abilities, minus any other basic ability rework, anything like that, would be just, I don't know. I think it'd be cool, but it would be awesome. It'd be a little overpowered in my mind, but I still think it'd be cool. Now he also mentioned giving him Embo's Elusive Strike and the call to action from CLS. Now, I think all 5 of those obviously would be way too much. Some of those or some combination of those would be really cool. But the one thing that I really thought would be neat and really interesting is, I don't know what you would call this, like heartburn or something like that. But when Grievous is shot with a blaster, or when Grievous takes non-melee damage or something like that, he bursts into flames, right? Loses all protection. However, like critical chance or some, increases, he gains retribution. I don't necessarily know, but it would be really cool cinematically, graphically, to see Grievous burst into flames every few minutes and then, become, I don't know, rage zombie like Grievous. I think that would be really freaking cool. Now, moving on to the Magnadroid. I think the Magnadroid has a lot of really cool potential. As we saw in that opening clip, I do think that he's going to have some kind of an assist. I don't know rightly yet. I think that we'll probably get his kit maybe next Wednesday. Hopefully not today, because that would be embarrassing for me to make this video and then, it released and I'm like, oh, hey, I got it all wrong. But one thing that Crosshair shared was he'd like to see Magnaguard have an ability like Chewbacca, and this is Scoundrel Chewbacca, light side Scoundrel Chewbacca. This is new OT Chewie. It's the whole guard ability, the whole giving the character, the weakest character guard, and then assisting with that. Now, we didn't necessarily see guard in this video here. We didn't see it show up, but it doesn't mean it couldn't. Doesn't mean it won't, but I mean, it could be something that they just left out, which is very possible. EA and CG are known to be a little mischievous when holding back stuff. But again, I mean, if you look at this, we don't see any buffs of any kind or debuffs of any kind during this event, during this little clip here. So it's very possible that he could have guard. It's very possible that he could have an ability like Loyal Friend, because Magnagaurd was just that, a guard. He was someone who protected Grievous, right? And it makes a ton of sense. Now, finally, the last thing that he suggested was the Sith Apprentice ability for Bastila. And Bastila this is emo Bastila. Bastila and the characters in the leader slot have 50% defense and tenacity, gain foresight for 1 turn at the start of the battle. Now, that would be cool. I think that'd be really neat, because it is, again, it's a guard ability. It's something that increases the viability of the current Separatist. I do think that would make the Separatist team so overpowered that it would just be nuts. But the concept is cool. What abilities can a one character like a Magnaguard give another character like a Grievous, like Pago the Lesser, I don't know, in a slot like this? I'm not rightly sure, but I think that it's very cool. It's very possible to have some really awesome reworks. As we saw with the B2 Battle Droid, we're getting Zetas, right? B2 got a Zeta. Expect that Grievous is going to need Zetas. Expect that Magnagaurd might also need a Zeta. I mean, it's very possible, right? B1 got a Zeta. So I think that what we'll see is Zeta-able abilities. So start saving up and start planning for that. And even if you don't use them for your Separatists, right? I'm holding off on my Zetas. I'm saving up until I see the rest of the kits. The only other player that I have that could even benefit from a Zeta right now is Revan. I just got him. I've Zeted everything but his leadership ability. And arguably that's one of his better abilities. But I already have Grandmaster Yoda's leadership ability, and I already have Bastila's leadership ability Zeted. And so right now I don't need another Jedi leadership ability. I will. I know you guys are like, dude, that's stupid. But Revan's leadership is awesome. It's solid. Yeah, I know what it is. But based on my current profile, I don't need it. I just don't. I have no use for it. So I'm holding off and I'm seeing. Now, if these don't work out, I am gearing up my droids. I am gearing up my Separatist team. I'm really close to getting Grievous to gear 12. I'm really close. Some of my droids are good enough that I feel like I can mix and match once I figure out what that stuff does, right? Once I figure out what those kits look like. But until then, I'm just going to hold off. I do think that this is the time that we could be getting other things. Now, we could be getting more ships. We could be getting, and I've said this before, we need a vulture droid. That would be awesome. This would be a great time to introduce a capital ship for the Separatist team. Because let's face it, guys, we need more variety in the game. And if we introduce a capital ship for the Separatist team, give us Grievouses, give us I forget his name, but the spider guys, Dr. Arachnid, McChomperface, I don't rightly know, but that would be really cool. Finally, there are some really cool things that I think the Separatists could benefit from. One thing that Crosshair brought up to me was we have a B1 zombie, essentially. That's kind of what it looks like. We have a Night Sister zombie. Give us a Geonosian zombie. That would be really cool, because the Geonosian zombies were a thing, right? If you watch Clone Wars, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That one episode that was super creepy. I think it was like a Halloween episode. I don't know. Every time I think of zombies, I just think Halloween. But there's a lot of really cool characters that could be introduced from this. Now, one last thing, guys. With the Empire's command shuttle chase, it does say that we're getting both the command shuttle, but that eventually we're also going to have things that will be very much like playable characters. If that's the case, it would be awesome if maybe one of these other, you know, command ship, these fleet captains, was introduced as a chaseable character for the Separatist. That would be really freaking cool. Now, I'm going to put together a survey, guys. Leave a comment. I'll leave the links in the section below. And what I want to do is I want to know what abilities you want to see these characters have. And even if the kit launches today, tomorrow, sometime in the next week, what I want to do is I want to compare what the final product looked like and what you guys were looking for in a rework. I also want to talk about what droid characters, what Separatist characters you want to see added to this game, and who should be the Separatist fleet captain. That being said, guys, leave a comment in the section below. Like, subscribe, share. Check out the survey. I will leave a link in the section below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited, guys. This could be the year of the Clone Wars. From everything from the movies, the cartoons that we're seeing, a lot of the rumors that we're seeing, a lot of the stuff happens and sounds like it's going to be revolving around the prequel era. And I'm excited because I love the prequel era. The prequel movies are fun. They're enjoyable. Not my favorite movies for sure, but they're good. I like them. But I love the content. The stuff that's not shown on the big screen and during the prequel area, during the Republic area. I'm very excited about it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Check out the survey below. Like, subscribe, share. Visit us on goingnerdy.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. And as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.